Hello and welcome to a Blexplanation of Party Time and the speedrun records. As is so nicely explained by the Commissioner, in Blaseball, when a team is mathematically eliminated from the postseason, they enter Party Time. The team gains the Party Time modification. In Season 6, fans voted to enhance Party Time, meaning when a team entered Party Time there was a chance that a player could party their way to a boost. The worse a team is playing, the quicker they will enter Party Time. So when a season is not going so well, a team can attempt a Party Time speedrun, seeing if they can get there faster than anyone else. The Commissioner started announcing which teams had entered Party Time in Season 3, but was a bit sloppy at it. By Season 4, he was on his game. In Season 4, the first team to enter Party Time were the Tacos, as on day 87, their postseason chances were dashed. Season 5 belonged to the Tacos again. They beat their previous record by 9 whole days. In Season 6, we saw the Fridays hit Party Time first, on day 83, gaining second place on the record table. In Season 7, it was the Flowers who opened Party Time. They beat the current speedrun record by 2 days. This was the season that enhanced Party Time came into play. There were 64 parties, and 16 of them were the Flowers. Season 8 saw the first race for Party Time, as the Magic and the Breath Mints both headed for the bottom. On day 83, they entered Party Time within 30 seconds of each other, and entered the leaderboard at joint third. There were 68 total parties. The Magic had just 5, but the Breath Mints had 15. Season 9 gave us a new speedrun record, as the Fridays charged into Party Time on day 73. They had a magnificent 17 parties out of the 77 total. In Season 10 there was another tie, with the Fridays and the Sunbeams both entering Party Time on day 81. However, the Sunbeams left Party Time to become the Wild League wildcard, but re-entered it on day 104. There were 69 total parties this season, 13 for the Fridays and 9 for the Sunbeams. In Season 11, newcomers The Lift matched the current speedrun record, entering Party Time on day 73. However, this season had seen the introduction of Black Hole and Sun 2 weathers, which could affect win records. This saw a request to differentiate between the Friday's pure speedrun and the Lift's assisted speedrun. There were 79 parties in Season 11, and the Lift had 13 of them. Season 12 was dramatic, as the Lift looked on track to enter Party Time first again. But during the late siesta, 4 teams appeared in the league and were immediately eliminated from the postseason. So the Crabs, Mechanics, Georges and Worms matched the standing speedrun record of day 73. There were 62 parties in Season 12, but as parties can only happen during a match, none of these 4 teams got any. It was the Worms who hit Party Time first in Season 13, smashing the previous speedrun record by 6 days and cementing themselves at the top of one leaderboard, at least. There were 117 parties in this season, and 19 of them were for the Worms. Not wanting to be left out, in Season 14 another of the breach teams led the dive into Party Time. The Georges entered it at day 80, putting them 7th on the speedrun rankings. Season 14 had 52 parties, and the Georges hosted 10. Season 15 saw a record attempt from the Garages, as they entered Party Time on day 74, thus making it to 5th on the leaderboard, missing out on 2nd by just 1 day. There were 91 parties, and the Garages band provided music for 8 of them. It is the turn of the Millennials in Season 16, dropping onto the board at joint 6th, having matched the Flowers record from Season 7. There were 110 parties, and 10 were thrown Millennial style. Making a full house, the final breach team, the Mechanics, made a Party Time run, coming joint 8th on the leaderboard. This season had 100 parties, and Hammer Time was played at 16 of them. It is the turn of the Firefighters, as they hit Party Time on day 76 of Season 18, making them joint 6th. There were 103 parties, but only 13 of them were lit. Season 19 was pie time, as the team led their way into party time. They arrived on day 80, putting them outside the top 10. There were 67 parties, and the pies filled just 3. Looking for redemption, the garages are back, and this time they do make joint 2nd, beating their previous record by a day. Season 20 had 165 parties, and the track list was banging for 20 of them. Clearly unable to get gigs anywhere else, the garages lead the way into party time for the 2nd season running. This time they were a little late, on day 80. There were 116 parties and amazing guitar riffs at 12. In a shock twist, it is the Tigers who enter party time first in season 22, getting 2nd place on the record table by entering on day 70. This season had 150 parties, but Katy Perry's Roar was only played at 13. The final party time run of the era was made by the Wild Wings, who arrived on day 80. The season saw 112 parties, but the Snacks only had hot sauce at 23 of them. After 2 eras of Blaseball, the current party time speed run record is 67 days, set by the Ohio Worms. This was after events that could affect the win record, so the fastest pure record is 73 days from the Hawaii Fridays. It is the Fridays and the garages who have entered party time first the most, both having done so 3 times. Thank you for joining me for another Blaxplanation. I'll be back with more Blaseball fun and facts soon, but until then, rejoice, play ball.